Alright guys, first of all I'm glad that you picked track and field because I know a lot of people don't want to do it, they'd rather be out there playing flag football. But this will be a lot of fun. We're going to do things like learning how to come out of the blocks, which is a stance where you're going to stand here and on my go you'll come out and you'll kind of run like a relay. We'll learn how to hand off the baton and someone's running as the baton's getting put in their hand. We're going to go over hurdles possibly. We might do a high jump thing. We're definitely going to do a triple jump, which is you run as hard as you can and then at a certain point you have 3 more steps before you have to jump. So that's kind of cool. We have a long jump, which is just as long as you can possibly go. We might even have you, might measure you as a broad jump just to get a sense of where you are. And we're also going to do shot throwing for shot put and discus, which is a lot of fun. So just like for tennis, if anybody had tennis with me, this might not be super easy for you. It might come with time. But just work with us for these 5 classes and we'll get through everything that we can and you might be running track in the future. Okay? So to start off with, what we're going to do is I'll have everyone line up next to that hurdle and I'll say go and you guys have to run 1 lap. We'll start off with 1 lap today. Wednesday we'll go to 2 laps. Friday we might go to 3, who knows? But we're going to get you running as much as possible as well. And I will time you for your first lap so you can kind of get a realistic idea of how fast you run a 1/4 mile. Okay? Does that sound like fun? Alright, let's head over there. Yep, Haley, make sure you stay over there since you can't participate. Alright, so we need to all start off behind the line. Behind the line, gentlemen. Bring my phone out so we can keep track of time. When I say go, Ready, set, go. I'll bring you back where Haley is. And then we should have a little bit of time, so I might begin to demonstrate how to come out of the blocks and have you guys practice it a little bit.
It's for literature.
She's hiding from the sun. Good job, everyone. Keep it up, you're almost there. Get your breath, put your arms over your head. Breathe in through your nose and push it out through your mouth.
I think I'm gonna try to
Just like that, over your head. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Alright, so while you guys are catching your breath, I'm just going to demonstrate how to come out of the block. Now usually, when you're coming out of the block, you're going to have a nice piece of metal right behind you, and then you're going to place one foot in, and then your other foot's going to go in the other spot, and you kind of have to know where your feet are going to go. We don't happen to have that today, so what we're going to do is just to the best of our abilities, we're just going to try to line up our feet, and we're going to come out of the block. But essentially what it's going to look like is, imagine there's a line right here. There is a line up there, so when we do get the blocks, hopefully for Wednesday, we can go over it. But imagine there's a line right here. No part of my body can go over the line. So my hands need to make sure that they are behind the line the entire time. And depending on which foot you're going to drive off of, which just means when you say go or you hear the gunshot, you push off and start running. Depending on what foot you drive off of, I usually drive off my left. So my left is going to be much closer than my right is. And generally, all you're going to do is going to kind of kneel down, wait for it'll be me, the referee, to say on your mark, get set, and then as long as you're behind the line with your hands, you might have to do this, as long as no part of your hands touching the line, you're going to get up like this, and then you're in the ready position to jump off. As I say go, you're just going to push off, start running. That's all it is there is to coming out of the blocks. And like I said, there is going to be a piece of metal equipment behind you. We don't happen to have it today, so hopefully by Wednesday, I talked to the AD, hopefully we'll get one in here so we can all practice it. But this is what I want you guys to do. Just everyone line up with me. So again, pretend there's a line here. I'll stay here in this lane. Everyone just kind of get their own space. If you need to move over, actually, you can start in lane 5, go like this. I'll start off over here. And this is what we're going to do. Everybody stand in the line with me. I want you to put your hands down, pretend there's a line in front of you. Don't go over that line. Kneel down. And I'm going to say on your mark, get set. And when I say get set, you stop kneeling, you put your butt up in the air. Put your butt up in the air and get a nice ready position. And then when I say go, we're just all going to quickly run a little bit, okay? So here we go. Behind the line. Everyone's kneeling. On your mark. Get set. Butt in the air. Oh, fault. Ready? Let's try that again. On your mark. Get set with your butt in the air. Get ready to go. And go. Good job. Alright, you guys can stop. And I'll head back over. When you guys are doing that, coming out of the blocks, you're gonna, whenever you start off a race in track and field, that's what, if you're the person starting it, if it's a relay, for example, there might be 4 people running one race, but whoever is the starter, it's gonna be in the blocks, and that's how you're gonna have to start the race every single time. If you're running the 100-yard dash, you're gonna do it that way, so that's important to learn how to do that. Make sure you're always behind the line. When they say, you can just kneel down and relax. But then once they tell you, get set, that's when your butt comes in the air. Your butt goes just from here to here, and then you're ready to go. And then once they say go, try to stay as low as possible in the very beginning, because that's where you're going to pick up all your speed. Once you get up nice and straight, you're going to top out at your max speed, and then you're just going to go slower from there. So the longer you stay down here when you're running, the more speed you're going to pick up. Okay?
I'm so afraid to get so much speed.
That's why the fast ones always win, because they understand that. Stay low a little bit longer. I actually had a track coach that would stick a broom handle out when you're coming out of the blocks. He'd say, oh, you can literally keep the broom little training aid you can use for when you're coming out of the blocks. And you can be master track and fieldman, and then you might be in the Olympics one day. But that's going to be it for today. So great job. I hope you remember that. We'll go over the blocks starting off on Wednesday. So hopefully you guys can remember that, and we'll also start with 2 laps. Good job today.
And time to bring the wheelchair back. Are we good?
Nope, not yet. Not yet, Riley. You're too eager, which isn't a bad thing. So like I said, today we're going to do something simple. We're going to go for a lap. We're going to stretch a little bit. Probably practice going out of the blocks. That's about all the time we're going to have today. But just as a little recap, like Mr. Hillman said before we came out here, you're going to go over how to come out of the blocks, possibly the hurdles, maybe how to hand off of the baton as you're running a relay with partners. The long jump and triple jump will be over that way. We'll work on that. We might do some discus and some shot put over there as well. So you're going to learn a bunch of track and field in these 2 weeks that you can take to just individual healthy lifestyle, or even competitive if you play varsity track and field for Cuba. But before we start off today, we're going to do some stretching. So let's see, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So let's have a group of 6 and then a second group of 5 behind them. And what we're going to do, actually let's have a group of 5 and then a group of 6 behind us. I'll be in the first group, and this is what we're going to do to stretch off. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Madison, they'll be with me. You 6, just be a couple steps behind us and just mimic exactly what we do, okay? So my group come up with me, line up in a lane. Come on over, guys. Yep. Someone could be in lane 5 here. And this is what we're going to start off with. We're going to do butt kickers. Does anybody know what those are? Exactly. All right. So we're going to start off group 1, and when I say go, group 2 just follow. Okay? Ready? Group 1, let's go. Butt kickers. Just to warm us up. Group 2, go ahead. All right, we can stop. Go ahead and stop. Now we got to head back this way. Now group 1. Lily, if you want to join this group back here, I'll start with this one. All right, so group 2 now. Come over here. Ready? This is what we're going to do now. We're going to walk and step as high as we can on our tiptoes, okay? And then you're going to switch to the other foot. You're going to keep rotating back and forth, all right? Let's do it. Walk. Little jump. There you go. Second group, follow. Just loosening up our hips here. There we go. All right. Now, Lily, you're going to come back to this group back here. And this is what we're going to do now. What we're going to do is we're going to walk, and we're going to hit our opposite toe, so our right toe with our left hand. And then we'll switch to left toe with right hand, okay? Let's go and do it. Go ahead, second group, you can join in. Loosen up our hamstring here. All right, last thing we're going to do, I'm not going to participate in this. When I say go, you're just going to sprint past that line, okay? As fast as you can. Ready? Group 2, go. Go ahead, go ahead. What? Go ahead. Group 1, go. All right. Now come on over here, guys. This is where that lap's going to come into play. We just stretched out. Now we're going to do our lap. And what I'll do is I'll pull out my trusty cell phone here, and I'll time you to see how long it takes. So some of you might want to know, some of you might not. But in case you do, I'll time you and letting you know where you are, how long it took you to do the first lap. And then on Thursday, I'll time you again in 2 laps, and I'll put it lap 1, lap 2, different things like that, just so you kind of have a rough idea of where you're going to go. So as track and field works, you always have to be behind the line wherever you're starting. So everyone needs to be behind the line. And on my go, you guys are going to run a lap, and then once you pass across this line, I'll let you know what your time is, okay? On your mark, get set, go. Do the best you can. Were you able to get a packet to Ariel? And Mackenzie, who was in our second period class, I guess she doesn't have grades for a couple of the weeks. So we're gonna have to get her a packet because I think she's missing 3 grades. So we'll have to grab her one.
Because she's been absent?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Keep it up, guys. You can do it. Take your time and pace yourselves. Good job, Riley. Riley's coming around the final turn here. 1:27, 1:28, 1 minute 29, 1 minute 30, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Riley, good job. Sebastian coming in at 1:37. Logan at 1:40. Put your hands over your head. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Exhale. Come on over here onto the grass just so people run through. Bailey, 1:50. Here we go, you're almost there. 1:53, good job. Madison and Lily finishing strong. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Good job, Lily. Here we go, Roxy. You can do it. Angelina, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 minutes 21. 2 minutes and 22. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Good job. Austin, you're at 2 minutes and 31. Good job, Roxy. Almost there. Almost there. 2 minutes and 42. All right, good job, everyone. That's not a bad quarter mile. All right, everyone, stand up for me. Hands over your head. Breathe in through your nose, deep breath. Breathe out through your mouth, exhale. Keep doing that. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Just keep doing that. All right. Now this is what we're going to do. I don't think we have too much time left today. Actually, we got about 9 minutes, which isn't bad. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to teach you how to come out of the blocks, and then I'll go stand over there by those yellow, what do you want to call them, triangles pointing at you. And we'll just kind of have you on go, have you come out of the blocks and run through. We'll see who wins that short race there. But this is what coming out of the blocks is going to look like, essentially. And it's very simple. You're going to have one foot in front of the other. You're going to have your hands, it must be behind this line. Most people you'll see line up this way. Some people, you might go this. However it works, just make sure every part of your body is behind that line. If not, it's considered a fault, and it's just a redo, basically. But if you do that twice, then you can't participate in the run. So you got to make sure that you are behind the line. Right? Everything will be behind the line, hands included. I'll say, on your mark, get set. And when I say get set, you can come from a kneeling position, however you want to do it, but then your butt's going to come up in the air, and you're going to be nice and low when I say get set. And then when I say go, you're going to start running. You're going to start running as fast as you can. Now, one thing I'll mention, when you come out of the blocks, when I say go, the lower you are, you're going to run faster than the people that immediately start up like this and start running. The reason for that is just because you're going to be gaining speed as you slowly stand up. Whereas the people that stand up like this, it's going to be much more difficult for them to get to the maximum speed at a quick pace. So what we're going to do, everyone, if you just want to spread out a little bit, we'll practice this before we get into the little relay. But spread out maybe 4 or 5 feet apart away from each other. And all we're going to do, and I'll do it with you, as we demonstrate. You guys can come over here, make a little half circle if you'd like. And I'm going to, everyone, go ahead. Let's get down on one knee. Put your hands, pretend there's a line in front of you. Just make sure you stay behind the line. And I'm going to say, on your mark, and when I say get set, I want to see everyone's butt shoot up in the air and stay nice and low, okay? Like Bailey's kind of got it down already. She's ready to go, and I haven't even started. So on your mark, get set. There's where the butt. Nice and low. Perfect, that looks pretty good. All right, everyone, stand up for me. So this is what we're gonna do. Does everybody remember the groupings for the stretch? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for group 1, and then we had 5 in group 2. So I want group 1 for the stretch. Line up in your lanes. You can pick whatever lane you'd like, it doesn't matter as long as someone's in the lane. Group 2, you can just stand behind them for now. Who else is in group 1 and group 2? All right. Who wants to be in lane 1? We have an open lane. Riley's going to take it. So all I'm going to do is stand here, and I'm just going to see who gets here the quickest. I'll let you know, okay? So on your mark, get set, butt up in the air, nice and low. Remember, it's just group 1 that's going to go. Go! Lane 3 got the win. Lane 3, good job. Good job, Sebastian. Very close race. Everyone, you can just head back over there. You can go, just make sure you go around. All right, now we got group 2. On your mark, get set, go. That's lane 5, Logan. Remember, guys, when I say get set, your butt goes in the air, but you still want to stay relatively low. Some of you guys are kind of up like this, and your legs are already too high. You want to have a good angle with your legs, so try to stay low, and you'll run quicker. Let's try that one more time. Group 1. On your mark. Get set. Go. Lane 4, Angelina took that one. Good job. Remember, go around. Good job, everyone. See, group 2. On your mark. Get set. Go. That's lane 5 again. Good try. Good job, everyone. All right, so what we're going to do to finish up, since we still have a couple more minutes, and I'm just going to kind of go over how to hand off a baton. I don't have one on me because I was anticipating getting this far, but that's a good thing that we're progressing as quickly as we are. But as with anything, you are going to start off in the blocks in some way, shape, or form. For a relay race, which is what handing off of the baton would mean, there's generally 4 of you. And how it would work is you'd have a lead, 2 mids, and a finisher or closer, whatever you would like to call them. But the lead, so the person who runs first, would start off in the blocks. On the whistle, after the shot, whatever the case may be, they're going to start running. They might run 50 meters, which might be maybe to about right before the turn hits. They might run 100 meters. They might have to run 200 meters. They might have to run 1 full lap around. It just depends on the race, because some races are shorter, some races are longer. But if you ever have partners, you're going to be handing off a baton. That symbolifies that it's the next partner's turn to run. And how that's going to work is, as I am running, let's see, Roxy, you're just going to be my partner for the time being, okay? So if you want to just line up next to that, right there, and all I'm going to do, pretend like I am running, and put your hand out here, okay? And as I am running, she would start to run, and I would just put the baton right in her hand, and then she would grab it, and then it's her turn to run, and I can stop. I'm done for the race, so I can put my hands over my head, get my breathing in, get back to normal. But what we will do on Thursday is I will have a baton or something that's going to look like a baton, and we will do that to start off with. We might start off a little bit with coming out of the blocks, and then we'll get right into the relay race. And hopefully we can progress into starting the jumps, or maybe starting discus and shot put, whatever we have for the day, because we have to get that equipment from the track and field coach. But that's the plan for Thursday. Okay? Good job today, and we can head back inside. It's going to be a
It's kind of like a flute.
cylinder. Yeah. It does kind of look like a flute. You're right.
It just has no holes in the top. Here, like here.
All right, guys. For day 2, like I just mentioned before, we're going to start off with stretching. We're going to run our lap, and then we're probably going to head down over to the pits, and I'll teach you how to jump the long jump and the triple jump, which are 2 jumps that are drastically different from one another, but the same concept is going to apply, where you're going to land in sand to see how far you can go. Okay? So do you guys remember what the warm-up was, stretch-wise? All right, first things first, the butt kickers. You remember what those are?
Yes.
Melissa, where are you going?
Get my wheelchair like this.
Okay. Yep. You're going to do your butt kicker, so we're going to line up. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Perfect. So everyone grab a lane.
You guys can't share a lane.
Yep, someone's got to come down here to 6. And if you want to, we can just go right down to the blue line and do our butt kickers. You can have your hands right there on your butt and just kick them. Hit your heels of your butt. Go for it. All right, you guys remember what the next thing was?
No. I don't think we did stretch yesterday.
No.
All right, well this is going to be the next one. What you're going to do is you are going to walk and then jump off one toe. And then you're going to do the other one. Kind of like hopping. Okay? Yep. So go ahead and go to the next little white line. Nice. All right, and the third stretch. What you're going to do is you are going to walk, touch your left hand to your right toe. You're going to stretch your hamstrings. And then you're going to switch to your right. It is easy. You have flexible hamstrings. It's really easy. Go for it. Here, Melissa, I'll get you out of the way.
I can't do it.
Sneaking by you.
Because I can take my foot all the way up here.
So that's why my hand is hurt.
All right, and the last thing you're going to do is you're going to get into your block stance. Do you remember what that is?
Yeah.
Behind the line. Make sure your hands are behind the line. You kneel down. When I say ready, set, that butt goes straight in the air and you stay nice and low. And then when I say go, I just want you guys to sprint to the white line. Right through the white line, okay? All right, get in your positions. Make sure those hands are behind the line. On your mark. Get set. Butt in the air. Back nice and low still. Go. All right, good job. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run our 1 lap. And I believe the record for this class on Monday was about minute 15, minute 20.
No,
I think it was a minute
138.
138. All right, we're going to see if someone can beat that today. 1 minute and 38 seconds. I'll pull out my trusty phone.
You run backwards.
Backwards?
That's it.
You guys want to run backwards?
Yeah.
All right. Line up. You guys want to start off out of the blocks again? We can do that. So everyone has their own lane. Remember, you can just be kneeling down. Perfect. Everyone looks good. Stay behind the line. Make sure everything, even fingertips, even behind the line. You're in lane 1. On your mark. Get set. Foot up in the air, nice and low. Perfect. Legs flex. Go.
Go down there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Did you need another packet?
What happened?
Did you do a packet last time? A word search or something? No? Okay. We'll give you one. Because you'll have to do one to make up this class. Okay?
Sorry I'm late though. I was talking to my lawyer.
It's okay. I understand.
Yeah. That's the last thing I want to do today. This has actually been a good day.
Glad you're enjoying it.
I got 111 on my math test. It was the maximum I could get.
Keep it up, everyone. Good
It's
work.
my highest math grade. On Monday and Thursday.
see. Here we go. Coming around the home stretch. 23, 24, 25, 26. Good job. Minute 26. We have a new record here in class. Minute 36, 37, 38, 39. Great job. Ethan coming around the final turn. 48, 49, minute 50. Excellent.
1 second.
No one wants to be last, I see. Here we go. 58, 59, 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 1 second. 2, 3, 2 minutes and 3, 2 minutes and 5. Good job, everyone. Remember, stand up for me. Hands behind your head. Interlock your fingers. Deep breath in through your nose. And breathe out, exhale through your mouth. Deep breaths. Alright, so today, like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the pits and we're going to work on jumping. So as I'm going to grab the camera, and as you're walking down, keep that interlock fingers, deep breaths, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, okay? And I'll meet you right down there. Alright. Yeah, go ahead and grab a drink if you need one quick. That's shit right there. If you want to hit stop on there, you can, and then we can just pick up.
Where is it? Oh, right here?
Yeah. So, this here, this is going to be where we're going to come for our long jump and our triple jump when we do it later on in the unit as more practice. But for the time being, I'm just going to kind of explain quickly on how to go about performing just the long jump. We're not going to get into triple jump today, and then hopefully everyone will be able to attempt to have at least one attempt. But this thing here, all this dirt, this is called a pit. Nice and neat, nice and loose. This is the way it's going to look when you participate in a track event and have to do the jump. If you ever jump on something hard like this, like it's going to feel rocky, you're going to fall, it's going to hurt. You don't want to feel that way. Like in case you have to fall and land on your body.
At the house today tells me, nah, you're not doing so well.
The way I'm going to teach this, make it as simple as possible. What you'll do is you will line up and you'll run down here and you will jump. And as you are jumping, you are going to try to land. Try to stick the landing, it's going to be difficult. You're going to go flying, try to stick the landing, but where your heel is how far they'll measure. Wherever your heels land is where I'm going to measure. Okay? And we're just going to see how well people can jump, basically. And that's what you're going to do down the road in spring or indoor track if you participate in anything like that. But if you guys just want to clear the lane, I'm just going to kind of show you quickly how to go about it. In general, what you want to do, I am going to jump off my left foot. It doesn't matter which foot you jump off of. But if I plant my left foot here, and I take off and run as hard as I can, and I count maybe 6 or 7 steps with this left foot, as long as I remember where that 7th step was, and I start from there, essentially my left foot is just laying here when I come back. So if you think about it like that, run nice and hard, 7 steps, and then start right where that last step was, your foot should end up here when you come backwards. I can't always say it's exactly going to work that way, but you gotta hope.
Oh no, sorry, the whole thing? Yeah.
Basically. But what I would do is I would run as hard as I could, count my left steps. And let's say this is 7 here. This is where I would stop. And I would line up here. And then when I ran, remember you got to keep your foot behind that white line. As I run, count my 7 steps. My left foot should land right about there. I kind of stepped over the line, which means I didn't count it 100%, but that happens. But I should land right here, and then as I jump with my left, I should be able to go somewhere into the kick. And this is about what it's going to look like. I don't have the best jumping skills. I'll just start from right here, and hopefully I land square on my feet. But you will run. wherever my heels land, that's where it'll be better. So what I want to do, just as a little practice run, everyone's going to get a chance, but I want everyone, one at a time, you're going to line up. You want to jump off your left, go for it. You want to jump off your right, try. And I want you to run as hard as you can, and I will run with you and count your steps. And when I say 7, I will stop, and then that's where you will line up and attempt your jump. Okay? So whoever wants to go first, turn back around and jump forward. And then it'll be the next person to start. Whenever you're ready, you're going to jump off your right foot, I take it. Okay, go for it. I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to take off. And hopefully that 7th step with your right foot is going to be right in front of that white line. And then leap as far as you can.
Okay.
Okay, Ethan?
Okay.
Ready? Go. Not bad. Not bad. That was a good jump. Just try to lean forward. When you lean forward, you're going to go a little bit further. The momentum's going to carry you. That was an excellent start. Which foot are you going to try to jump off of? Your right? I just need to know which one I'm going to count with. This one. Right? Okay. Whenever you're ready, I'll start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. And now as long as you keep that in mind, keep that pace, those 7 steps, you hopefully will land right in front of that white line and you'll be able to jump well. Whenever you're ready. Just so you guys know, the first 2 jumpers, they land with 1 foot. Wherever this back foot lands is what will count in an actual track and field meet. So if you can jump both feet together and land, that's going to help you a little bit. But you end up taking that extra step, wherever that last foot lands. Okay? Who's up next? Let's have a lady go next. Melissa, you want to go? Which foot are you going to try to jump off of? Your right? Alright, so put your right foot right there. Start running, then I'll count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here is where you'll start running. And you can go whenever you're ready. Wait. Try one sounds good. You made it into the pin. Just keep going. Now that was nice and soft and landing, right? Good. That's what we hope for. Nice and soft landing. Good job. Make sure your foot's in front of that line. You can jump off the right. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. Leap. There you go. Good job. Go ahead. Carly, you want to go next? You can do this. Gonna jump off your right. Make sure you tie your shoe first for me. Yeah, bring up a little bit. I don't want you flying out of your shoe here.
Remember that one time I did that at church while we in a double fit and passed it? I hilarious moment. Yeah, real hilarious.
Carly? Alright, go ahead whenever you're ready. Start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. Go ahead. Take a breath, and then whenever you're ready, run as fast as you can down this lane. Good. You guys have this down already. Who's next? I think we have how many more? 2 more, I think. Yep. Make sure that heel's in front of the left white line, or else your positioning might be off. Go ahead and run whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right back here. Take a deep breath, and whenever you're ready, run as fast as you can down the lane. Here we go. Oh,
You made it like
you did well, but you stepped on the line, which means that jump wouldn't have counted. Remember, everyone, you got to stay behind the line. Just the same for when you're coming out of the blocks. You need to stay behind the line at all times, or it's considered a fault. All right, here's the last one before we go in for the day. Whenever you're ready, I'll start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there.
bring it in as far as you, Jacob. Running lines.
Whenever you're ready, go for it. Good job, excellent.
He jumped like.
All right, now to close class, I just want to ask you a couple questions. You guys remember what I just used, the term that I used when we stepped over the line here? Oh, correct. And when you jump, what am I going to measure from? Like when you land, from the heel, exactly. So remember that. Maybe next week when we kind of actually pull the measure tape out and try it, after we kind of go through all the skills, the triple jump next, and
We're amazing.
discus and shot put, different things like that. It'll be Friday, yep. Oh, we'll get through as much as we can on Friday. But we'll actually pull out a measuring stick, we'll pull out some hurdles, a baton, we can practice all these things that we've learned. Okay? So good job today. If someone wouldn't mind pushing Melissa back over there, and I'll grab the wheelchair when we get to that spot. And we got to start heading in. Good. Okay, go ahead, do one more. Next to Riley. You can use up that space. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly try to explain to the best of my ability what this is. Here's the track that you're going to be running down for the long jump. All this sand and this nice gravel here, this is called the pit. So you'll be jumping into the pit if I ever use that terminology. But all it is, it looks like it was rigged pretty well, so it's going to be nice and soft when you land. So just in case you happen to land here and fall on your bottom, it should be okay. That one's a little hard still. We haven't gotten a chance to rake that one out yet. But this one's going to be good to go. Now, like I said, if you guys will all just line up over here on the grass. How this is going to work, just like you do, it doesn't matter what the lineup is, just as long as everyone can see what's going on. If you remember when we're lining up for the track and we came out of the blocks for our lap, you had to be behind the line. Do you remember that? How I said you had to be behind the line? Same concept is going to go when you're jumping. You have to jump from behind this line. You can't have any aspect of your foot on the line or it's going to be called a fault. So anybody that had me for tennis last unit, a fault is essentially, oh, you get one more chance and then a point's going to be deducted or you're going to be eliminated. So the same concept is going to apply for track and field. You get one extra chance and then you're just gone. You don't get to race that race specifically. So keep that in mind when we're jumping. Try to make sure your foot stays behind this line. The other lines, don't worry about. Just worry about this one. The easiest, it's for different jumps. We won't probably get into those too much. But so for this line, this jump here, it's called the long jump. And all we would do to measure, I'm not going to measure you guys today. This is just going to be practice to teach you. Maybe next week, when you get to choose what you want to do, I might come around and I might measure how far you jumped in the pits one day. I might measure how far you threw the shot put over there another day, something like that. But we're just teaching you the skills. But how I always teach this is what you're going to do. I'm going to jump off my left. Whichever foot you guys think you're going to be able to jump further off of, you're going to start off with. So I think my left. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to run down the lane and I'm going to count how many steps till 7 I touch my left foot. And then that 7th step with my left foot is where I'm going to line up to start off my jump. Because if you think about it, if I pace out 7 sprints, 7 lanes with my left foot, and then I turn around right where my left foot landed, and I start running back this way, my left foot, my 7 steps on this would be right here. And I will help you. I'm going to do a little example, a little demonstration, and then everyone's going to get one chance, and then we'll go into the triple jump and try to get one done today. But if you watch, I'm going to go down the lane, just step aside for me. I don't want anybody to need to run into, but you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, guys, I'll run with you to count. You guys can keep running and I'll stop right where your 7th foot is. But if you start right here and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jump. Did you notice how my foot was close to that line but it stayed behind? Because I counted it off and paced myself? You're going to jump right off that foot and go as far as you can. I went okay, I guess. I'm not a great jumper. But how I'm going to measure you is going to be where your heels land. That line. That's how I'm going to measure you. So if you have to jump all that, it's going to be where your hands are. So try not to fall. Try to jump with balance. If you fall forward, it's going to be where your heels are. Either way. You can't rig the system there, Riley. That's a good question. So just remember, try to land, balance, both feet together hopefully, or as close as possible. Because if I see one foot land here, for example, if I jump and I went like this, it's going to be this back foot that would count for the measurement. And I did go past the line. Good job, Riley, on noticing that. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to stay in this line. Roxy's going to step up, and we're just going to go right down the line, and everyone's going to get one chance to jump. Okay? And I'm not going to measure it, so don't worry how it works, but just to kind of get the form down, okay? So Roxy, come on up. Are you going to jump off your right or your left?
I might die.
Your right? Okay, so put your right there. And then whenever you're ready to start running, take off and I'll jump until you get to 7 steps with your right foot, okay? So go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're right here. So as long as you keep that pace, your 7th step with the right foot should be in front of that white line. Go for it whenever you're ready. Austin, stand up for me, please. Go for it, Roxy. Remember when I talked about it, so this would be where she'd be measured. When she kept her balance, she didn't fall over. She did a good job there. She stayed behind the line. She didn't fall. So excellent job, Roxy. All right, you can go right to the end of the line, Roxy. We'll just keep moving everyone forward. Brittany, make sure you stay in line over there. All right, which foot are you going to jump off with, Riley? Left? All right. So try to get it as close as possible to that white line. Just make sure it's not on it. There you go. Tie your shoe real quick for me. I don't want you to step on it. Is it already tied? Tighten it up. Yeah. I don't want you to step on it. Oh, you tighten it up. Count them now. Everyone can count with me if you like. Go for it whenever you're ready. Count on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. So if you keep that pace, you should land in front of that white line. And whenever you're ready to go, go for it. Jump. Oh, you're okay? You happened to jump right about here. I know you were counting your steps, but you were just too far away. That's why you didn't get super far. So try to remember to get as close as possible. Alright? Well, good job, Riley. Which foot are you going to jump off? Right? Go ahead whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. Whenever you're ready. Stick to landing. Stay nice and balanced. Not bad. All right. Now do this fell on the knee. Was that soft? Nice and soft, which is what we want to do. We don't want it to be hard like that one. Good job. Come step up, Logan. Right or left foot? Whenever you're ready. I'll pace you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, right there. Go ahead whenever you're ready. 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Good job, though. Stuck to landing. Stuck to landing. remember what I said. You know how he fell forward? So where would I measure? His heels, correct. Good job, Logan. Right or left foot? Alright, so put your right forward. Go ahead and run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. And whenever you're ready, Lily, go for it. Another jump there to get ready. That was part of a triple jump. That looked kind of cool. Good job. Angelina, you're up. Right or left? Right. Go for it whenever you're ready.
By the way, I'm not good at
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there, where you stopped. And whenever you're ready, go for it. That's all right. Go for it. Go back again. Just do a jump for me. So maybe go to that end, that last white line. And just do a jump for me. Off your right foot. Go for it.
Just do it!
That's a good jump, but did anyone notice what happened there?
Her foot was on the line.
Angelina's foot was on the line, so it would be a fault. But good job. Now you're up. Right or left foot? Whenever you're ready. I'll pace you out. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, right here. Whenever you're ready, go for it. Good. Good job. Now remember, did you notice how she landed here and then stepped forward? So which heel am I going to be measuring? The back one, the one where she landed first. Good job. Shay, you're up. Right or left?
Right.
Make sure your foot's in front of that line. Go for it whenever you're ready. I'll pace you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. And whenever you're ready. That's all right. That's all right. That's a good jump. You just gotta lean forward. So put all your momentum when you jump, that last step, and then you explode. Go ahead, Bailey. Right foot. All right. Go ahead whenever you're ready. I'll pace you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. And whenever you're ready, go for it. Ladies, make sure you're paying attention over there. Good job, Bailey. Brittany, you're up. The best you can. Right or left foot are you going to jump off? Right? So make sure your foot's in front of the line. Make sure your heel's in front. Perfect. Go ahead and run. I'll pace you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here.
I don't want to do this.
Best you can. You can do it. Stay in front of that white line. Whoop. It was your first attempt ever at the long jump. It happens. Good job. Austin, you are up. Right foot. Make sure it's in front of the heels all the way in front. Perfect. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. Go ahead whenever you're ready. Nice.
You jumped.
Good job, Austin. Finishing up the class. Right? Perfect. Whenever you're ready. Ladies, you can move forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you got a long sprint now. Whenever you're ready.
I'm cheering for you.
Not bad. You were just a little too far away from the white line. But excellent job, everyone. If you have any sand in your shoes like Austin does, you can get it out once you get to the locker room. I want to show you what a triple jump looks like. We don't have time to actually practice it today, but starting on Monday, that's what we're going to do. Tyler, stand up for me, please. All right, so I'm just going to stand here, but the same concept is going to apply, where you could pace out your steps. Okay? So you can do your run and everything. But what you're going to do, as you are running up the line, at some point, you're going to skip, hop, and jump. Skip, hop, jump. So what the triple and triple jump means is you get 3 more steps. So that first step is going to be a skip. The second step is going to be that hop or that leap. And the third step is going to be the jump into the pit. But that's what triple jump means. You can't. It's a little confusing, but it's a lot of fun. And we'll work on it on Monday. But that's basically what it means. Instead of sprinting down the entire way like you did with the long jump, at some point you have to make sure to get your 3 final steps in for the triple jump. 1 skip, Tyler, make sure you're paying attention. 1 skip, 1 hop, and 1 jump. Okay? So what are those 3 things for the triple jump?
Skip, hop, jump.
Skip, hop, and jump. And what's it called if I'm doing my long jump and I step on this line and bleed forward? A fault, correct. What about if I jump and land like this? Which heel am I going to use?
The back
The back one. So whichever one, exactly, whichever one I step back with. What if I fell forward like this? What am I going to use? Heels. Correct. Excellent job today, guys. We got to start walking back in.